Hi, my name is Luke Overthrow. I'm going to talk about the physiological responses to common sports injuries and how the psychological responses go into those stages. So we have the three stages that happens in a physiological injury to any common sports injury, and how what goes through the athlete's mind psychologically, how they cope with that. This is during rehab and then after when they go back to full fitness and to the performance. So the first stage is the primary response. This happens 10 minutes to 7 days depending on the injury. This could be down to being acute or chronic. As we know, acute is an injury that happens there and then, hitting contact, broken leg, that's an acute. Chronic is an injury that gradually builds up, so like an ACL injury in your knee. You constantly doing exercise and then injury happens, boom. That's the chronic. You got increase of blood flow. So obviously blood is always pumping around the body. When you got an injury like that, more blood is going to be pumped there to try and treat the injury with the dilation of blood vessels. You got tissue damage. You got tissues packed in either the bone and muscle depending on the injury. Once contact hits that high force, the tissues will be damaged. This will cause the pain that all athletes will go through. This go from them crying to screaming, that's what you see, that's the pain they go through. And also on top of that is the swelling. This sort of looks like bruising, and the inflammatory part of the injury will expand, and this doesn't look good. That's the swelling part, and the loss of function. This could be from elbow, shoulder, knee, ankle. When an athlete has an injury in those sort of areas, they don't really have the strength to move it, but that's the loss of function they deal with. Linked in with that last stage is the psychological part. When an athlete has that injury, they normally tend to over-exaggerate, sort of go into shock, if you will. So obviously, depending on the injury, it could be both for chronic and acute injury. For an injury like a broken leg, for example, athletes see that they got a broken leg, normally they can tell. That's when all sorts of thoughts and emotions will go through their head. Obviously the pain will be excruciating and it will really take over them, and that's when they think, can I come back can I even play this sport again? Can I be able to walk again? They really go out there. And this is very common throughout all sports, from contact sports to like sports like gymnastics. They just go through this shock and this over-exaggeration that they won't be able to play again. The second stage is the repair phase. This happens 7 to 21 days after the injury, again depending on if it's chronic or acute. This is when the inflammation has died down quite a lot. So obviously there is less pain, but still a little bit. Like, I think the loss of function is key to that, as you still won't have the loss of function. Walking is not really the best. Colon fibres, don't know if I pronounced that correctly, probably not. Lay down to try to repair the sort of the damaged tissue, and obviously where the injury was. Obviously, so the swelling's gone down. These fibres lay down, sort of come together to protect that, and that's when the scar tissue is formed. You see a lot of athletes, they still have the scars from when the injury is. Maybe some months after, depending on how serious the injury was, and there's scar tissue. During this phase, psychologically, the athlete will still be in sort of exaggeration, because it's not that long after. Again, it depends on how serious the injury is. Again, something like a broken leg is very serious, and the player will definitely probably still be in hospital, have a massive cast on their leg. They will be they might take advice from one doctor, like be a doctor in the country, NHS for example, like give advice, and a team doctor could give maybe similar advice or maybe different, and they need to pick which one they believe they will reject. Normally one, and especially a doctor says gives more negative views or reasons for that injury. You understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, it's down to them really to. I do think this is a key point. They need to keep their motivation and be able to really push on and get through the rehabilitation and the rehab. The third stage to the physiological part is the remodeling phase. This is 6 to 18 months after the injury. Again, when you're talking 18 months, you're normally talking ACL injury, and over a year. There is an increase of strength in the area. So obviously ACL, the tissues are forming very well, they've aligned together and come together, and you really, that loss of function is pretty much gone away. You're able to walk a lot more. Change in normal skin colour, this is normally due to swelling. Obviously you have a swelling, when you have swelling, sort of a purple red colour, obviously the blood and all that has come up, and it's pretty bad bruising. That will pretty much have gone, depending on the injury, it pretty much is gone. And yeah, you come back to your normal skin colour. Again, reduce the swelling, that's because the skin colour has completely gone down, and that's when the pain has pretty much gone away. And then the fibres have been a lot more they've come together a lot more organised, and that's really repaired the tissues. And yeah, physiologically the injury is pretty much gone. Psychologically to that, the athlete, depending on, obviously every athlete's different, they depending on what sport they are, they always sort of have different reasons and different motivations depending on who they are. Normally by this time they will have a lot more motivation, especially advice from teammates, team doctors. They'll be ready to go. Some of them will be a bit nervous getting ready because they know they're close to full fitness and getting back into the matches, whether it's after competition, depending on the sport. So yeah, the confidence should be high. Then just to go through more psychological responses. Depression does kick in quite a bit for these athletes on the different stages. Shock is a big one, especially in that early stages. You have that injury, broken leg, you're on match or you don't know what's going on. It's like hard times for these athletes, and sadness comes in with overreaction. A lot of time players are like crying daily because they don't think they can go back to full fitness. And obviously this has happened to athletes, they've had injuries and they've had to retire because of it. Anger and scared comes in. They're normally angry, they could be sad, they could be angry at the player who gave them the injury. Obviously depending on what level we're talking professional or amateur. Sometimes we know the guys, sometimes we don't. It does depend on. And you come there, you're scared, coming up to full fitness, so you come in and you walk out of town for the first game. You're very scared. You need to be mentally strong to go, okay, that injury's behind me now, the first force, and improve my performance. And this can really affect athletes' performance. Someone I talked about is like Daniel Sturridge, striker for Liverpool. He's had a lot of knee injuries. Now a lot of time, these haven't been physiological injuries. They're all psychological because he's had some knee problems in the past, but every time he has a tackle on that, it affects that knee. His mental capacity just goes, right, I'm injured, I can't play, and that he's out for 6 weeks. It makes no sense. He needs to be more mentally strong, and one of the reasons why he's too scared. He's a lot of the time he's scared. Like I talk about post-injury, they're scared, they're unsure. But then depending on the player, it can be quite motivated. They could be happy and excited. They're like, yeah, I'm back, boys. This is great. I can't wait to get back to full fitness and play for the team again. So now I'm going to be demonstrating two PSI first aids, sort of responses that a doctor might come across. First one is going to be an ankle injury, and I'm going to go through the sole tap stages. And then the second one is going to be concussion, and I'm going to do the Mad Dog assessment, just asking questions to see how they are. Yeah. So obviously the first one, I've sort of seen the player's gone into, has had a tackle, but I'm not too sure where the injury is, so that's what I'm going to assess. Hello, my name's Lou. I'm just going to assess how you injured. Where's the pain on it? Your ankle? Okay. Is there more pain? You feel a bit of pain? Yeah, no problem. Is that her?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Can you move it for me? You able to move ankles? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still her?
No.
Oh no. Okay, do you want to just push against my hand? Is that her?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So what I've gone for there, I've gone for the soft power stage. When you first go in, you see the athlete, how they're feeling, then it's all about talking to them. But communication is really key for this one. It's seeing, right, because I don't know exactly where the injury is, I ask, where's the pain at? Was this clearly the ankle? And then I've got to make sure, obviously touch it gently to see, because it could be a broken ankle, it could be a sprain, I don't know. And then it's about, can they move the ankle? If they can't, I give them the help, and then if it's too much pain, you got to stop, and then the strength test, but you depending on how severe the pain is and what the injury is. Now, the last one is going to be concussion. So I've seen that the athlete has landed badly and hit their head. So I need to go over and see if they have any sort of concussion. And I've seen that you've had an injury. Are you okay? How are you feeling?
Dizzy.
You're dizzy. Is it a bit of headache?
Yeah.
No? Yeah. Okay. I was going to ask you a few questions just to test how serious the head injury is. Where are you right now? Wembley. Okay. What's the score?
2-1.
2-1. Who last scored?
Tottenham.
Who did you last play against last week?
Arsenal.
Okay. When's your birthday?
17th of May.
What's your mother's name?
Yvonne.
Okay. There's a few simple questions. The last two obviously very different, so you need to make sure personally they know themselves and they know their family members. The first lot of questions were obviously about where they are right now, what they're doing. A lot of players, a lot of doctors have gone over and seen players, they don't know where they are. They think they're at home, they're probably going to wake up for school tomorrow. It's very different for each athlete and how serious their injury is. Luckily this athlete has answered the question right, so it's not too serious, so now we're going to take him off and do a proper assessment. Like with the first one was right, you check the injury and then take him off to do a full assessment. So yeah, that's the end of the presentation, and so yeah, I've gone through all the physiological and psychological responses. Thank you very much.